привет. Такой вот грузовичок. Чего-то он со стройки. Премьера недели. Мои новые скетчерсы. Вот. Прикольные такие ботиночки. Прям мягенькие. Это у них новая модель. Там с подушечкой мягенькой. По ноге она ложится. И идешь такой, мягенько, хорошо. Как по песочку. Вот, такие дела. Иду в школу. Не знаю, как сегодня будут дальше развиваться события. Время покажет. Я маленечко опаздываю, поэтому скачу. Вот, решил использовать вчерашний путь. Он показал, что если я буду ходить вот так без светофоров, мне это где-то на 7 минут экономит общее время. Вот. Такие дела. Так что я вот в новых башмачках. Вот там покрасили, сушат. В новых башмачках иду в школу. В новой рубашечке, кстати, тоже. Я, кстати, маленько похудел. Я когда приехал, где-то через неделю-полторы, на одну дырку ремень укоротил. Сейчас еще наполовину точно. Вот, если так дальше пойдет, еще через недельку, я, наверное, точно еще на одну дырочку ремень перетяну. Вот, и как я уже говорил, у меня уже теперь по американским стандартам я теперь не XL, а L. Правда, надо еще пару килограмм сбросить. Да точно. Вот.
Study the concept of music. Study the art of recording engineering here in Hollywood. Just a few blocks west from the Los Angeles Film School, 6690 Sunset Boulevard houses our recording arts and music production classes with well-equipped studios. Triple display, each running high definition connected to Mac computers.
How to direct you in there. A big part of the industry is 50% is your talent and 50% is who you know. So what we do in our school, besides giving you the skills that you need to learn to make it in the industry, we also set you up with those networking opportunities like we showed with the screenings. As students, you'll always be invited, and as an alumni, once you graduate with us, we still extend those invitations to you guys. So we are always going to be taking care of our students, where once you graduate, we're still going to check up on you, see how you're doing. We also have an amazing career development set up for our students, where while you guys are in school, especially you guys as international students, you'll be on an F1 visa. So you won't be able to work and get paid while you're studying, but you'll be able to pick up internship opportunities that are available for you that don't interfere with school and are going to help you build your resume and build contacts in Hollywood. So imagine you're studying there and you're working on your bachelor's program for 3 years. You're using 3 years not only to study the program you like, but also 3 years to really network and use career development, use the classes, the facilities, the networking opportunities, as well as your instructors. Every one of our instructors are professionals in their industry. They actually work in the industry currently as well as teaching you. Most of them do back and forth, and so you're getting the constant update, no problem. You're getting the constant update of what's happening in the industry by professionals. The game students, we've had game students who got to work on a video game because their instructor worked on the first version. So instructor worked on Black Ops. Any of you guys like playing video games? You play Black Ops? Well, one of our instructors actually worked on the designs for that, and because of his students just being present, being there, working on what they're doing, they were able to get an interview to get the job, and because of their talent, they ended up getting the job, but the connection came from their instructor, and they got to be a part of Black Ops too. This happens many times with music, with the film, just your instructors are key contacts, so we're setting up an environment where you're studying what you want to study in entertainment, as well as getting those connections, and those things are offered also to you as alumni. So I passed out those little cards for you guys for information. If you didn't get one, I can give you one. This card will allow you guys to get a free catalog, and you'll also get information of financial aid, scholarships, all the information that would be given to our students. So if you're interested in any of the programs, you could just fill out that card and I'll collect them, and then we could connect with you guys and see where you guys want to go, what direction you want to do. Our International Center is specifically focused for our students that are international. We'll help you once you graduate with us. We'll help you fill out the OPT government form that allows you to work 1 entire year in the country and get paid. So if you're already like studying and you're making your contacts and you're building it while you're there in school, it's going to be a lot easier for you to pick up a job that will pay you because you've already been networking and putting yourself out there. So we do step in and we do help you take those initiatives. It's the next step for you guys would be just where your passion and your heart is and what you really want to do. We're going to help direct you in those areas, and it's up to you to make the next thing happen. So before we close off, do any of you have any questions? Yeah.
How much the price?
The programs are, tuitions are different depending on the classes, which program you choose. Entertainment business is focused mainly on the business aspect, so you're not going to be using the equipment you use in film. Film, you're using the red camera, you're using all this equipment, so it's going to be a little bit more. The tuition could be emailed to you once we contact you. With tuition, that's not, is that international? Oh yeah, you could also go on the website. With tuition, it includes all your books. You each get a MacBook, depending on the program. If you're in computer animation or game, you'll get a Dell computer because it's best used for art. But all the other programs, you'll get a Mac computer. All the programs that you use in your course are going to be downloaded to your computer, and that's yours to keep. That's so that when you're training, you're learning and you have your own equipment. But when you graduate, you take that and you're already able to pick up jobs because you have your equipment as well. Yes.
For years or for?
That's the whole tuition, the whole program. Yeah.
For loans?
Depending on the program, if you want to do the bachelor's program, it's 3 years. It's an accelerated program. So usually universities, you go for a bachelor's degree, it's 4 years or more, depending how long you take on that. So ours is a 3-year program, or you have the Associates of Science program, which is a 1.5 years. So it also changes the price as well for that. So I know in you guys' countries, you guys don't really do Associates of Science. That is a degree that's popular in America. It's usually a 2-year degree. It's like the basic degree in colleges here, but we have provided it for our students where it's a 1.5 years. So it's still faster than the 2-year. And what that is beneficial for our students. It actually works great for the students who they're very enthusiastic and excited to work in the industry. So what they want is, I want in, study, and learn, and I want out, and I want to work. And so a lot of our students like to take those programs, those courses, because it's a 1.5 years. I want to study and I want to start working. Like they're anxious and desiring to get going. So those are options, and tuition will change with that as well.
What is the name for the 1.5 years?
It's called an Associates of Science. So you could just say an AS degree or AA.
Do you have scholarship for the international students?
Yeah, when we email you information, we can email you also the scholarship. You're welcome. We can send you the scholarship information. So we offer 2 scholarships for international students. One is based on a creative side. So let's say you want to jump into computer animation and maybe you've created something in your past and you want to submit it. That's going to be an opportunity, or film showing like a little clip. The application for the scholarship shows all the details of what's required for them. Yeah.
When we are joined yours and programs, we will get for 3 years OPT.
Yes, you do get OPT.
When we after the school or
After you graduate. So once you graduate and you get your bachelor's, we help, our international team will help you fill out the government form, because we don't set up the OPT, the government sets up the OPT, but we'll help you go through the form and get everything. Most of our students get OPT. I've never seen any of our internationals not get OPT, because it's usually required that you're a good student, you show up, you graduate, and all of our international students.
But after the school, yeah.
I don't know if every school. I mean, it's pretty much as an individual. You, as an individual, once you graduate college, you could sign up for OPT with the government. The difference is our international team will help you with that.
When we're studying in your school, we have the right to work?
After graduation, after getting the OPT, it gives you 1 entire year to work anywhere in our country under the field you study. So if you studied entertainment business, and you get the OPT for entertainment business, that has a range of opportunities, because anywhere in Hollywood you get a job is pretty much entertainment. Like whether you're working for the red carpet events, you're working for any red carpet events, there's always a weekend that something's going on. So any type of job like that that you're able to pick up would be considered entertainment business. so, just depending on which way you're looking at going with. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to clarify the sound in the music area. Is music like totally focused on the pop industry and the sound is like everywhere else, like movies, CFs?
That's a great question. The music production is more for if you're the creative artist, you have music in your head. It's not necessarily focused on a genre, it's focused on creating. So music production, you are creating music, while the recording program, you are doing the sounds for, you know, when you go into a recording studio, you have the engineer. You have, that's what the recording program focuses on, the engineer aspect of the studios, the concerts. They also are the ones that do sound effects for movies, commercials, TV shows, like everything. Like, you know when you watch a movie and somebody's kissing, there's somebody in the back going and recording that sound and putting it in the movie. So that's what the recording program does. The music, when you're learning how to create an entire melody that you have in your head and you want to create sounds for movies, songs for movies or commercials, or you're learning, you're being the creative artist in the music production.
For example,
Go ahead.
do you have any kind of course like extension? I mean, maybe for 3 months or something like that?
We're working on that for next year. We don't have that currently. We're looking at possibly creating a summer program. Right now, the shortest program we offer is a 1.5-year associate's degree.
What's the duration of the course?
The duration?
Yeah.
As in what, like a month, or what it looks like you showing up in class, or what's the
The
question?
duration of all courses, like 1.5 years, 2 years?
All the courses are either, if you're doing the bachelor's, it's going to be 3 years. If you're doing the associates, a 1.5 years. So 18 months or 36 months. And then you had a question?
Yeah, what about acting classes? You didn't mention it. Did you?
Yeah, so we don't do acting classes. Our film program is the creating of the film. So we have had actors or students that are interested in acting, but they've come into our school because nowadays as an actor, you're going to be a server in restaurants, like if you go to any restaurant and somebody's serving you food, 9 out of 10 chances they're actors. So what our actors have done that are in our film program, they decided to become well-rounded. Because if they're able to pick up a camera, learn to film, learn to edit, they could either create their own projects or they could work on set with other people and start working and getting connected where all of a sudden, hey, I need someone for this part. I got it, I can do it, and then they jump in. Which I've seen students do in their own projects. They've acted in many of their fellow students' projects and theses. Because you're in our school, in the 1.5 year program, you're working on about 20 projects or more. And then you have your thesis project. And imagine you have your fellow students working on that many projects too. So if you like acting, but you're focusing on your film program and you have free time, you could jump into your students' class work. So there are opportunities like that.
Could you give a little more information about writing and art marketing?
That's right, you did say you liked writing. So in our film program, you learn every aspect of creating a film. Screenwriting is one of the courses you'll be taking. You'll be taking directing, producing, set design, lighting, everything. You're going to be well-rounded. What we provide for students who are in the film program who like to focus specifically on one thing, like let's say you want to be a writer, or you want to be focusing on cinematography, big cameras and all that, or director. We provide our guilds, which are kind of like after-school clubs that our students go to, and the ones who direct them are some of our instructors who are professionals in their field. So we have a screenwriting guild where it happens like 2 times a month where you'll meet up with other screenwriters, you'll meet with other students who want to focus on their writing. It's going to be an opportunity for you to really perfect and sharpen those skills. And the instructors that lead it are screenwriters in the industry, as well as you have right now, one of our directing instructors is actually writing a screenplay for a feature film right now. So, I mean, all your instructors are going to be key points for you to be picking at their brain, and then those opportunities being in those clubs and those guilds are going to be opportunities for you to be writing and focusing, as well as they bring in guests that are writers, or if you're in the Directors Guild, they'll bring in directors to talk to their students, and you're going to be able to really focus on what you want and then take it to your classroom as, hey, we got the script, or hey, I could direct, I have this knowledge. You've already equipped yourself in our after-school programs. So, yes?
What about if I want all of them? I want to study all of them.
You could possibly do that. I have a student friend who he did computer animation. The only thing is you can't do them all at once. He did computer animation, the associate, so he did a 1.5 years. Then he jumped into film, did a 1.5 years. and now he's in the entertainment business program, because his goal is he wants to completely create films. So, and I'm not even kidding, and he's busy. He's busy and he's taking advantage because of all the work he's been doing, and he's still in our bachelor's program. He just finished getting a web series picked up by a producer to film, and he gets to direct 2 of the episodes for that web series he created. So, I mean, the facilities are there for you. The opportunities are there. If you want to do all the programs, the more the better, because you're going to be getting so much knowledge, and so much of the networking opportunities are going to be at your fingertips. So, nope. You gotta try that. Yeah. Can you have one more question?
Oh,
We'll take
yeah.
that as the last one.
Is there any requirements to get into the film school? Like in my case, I want to go to like the sound engineer stuff, like to have an ability to how to use like Pro Tools and Logic.
You'll learn all of that with us. So that's a great question. You guys have, the only requirement to come into our school is a high school diploma. So just showing that you did high school. There's no portfolio needed, no SAT scores or ACT scores. The reason we do that is it's an art school. You guys have it in you, and now we want to pull it out. We're going to teach everything that you need to know while you're in school. So we've had filmmakers who have years of experience from their country, and they come to us because they want the networking opportunities and then the training from Hollywood instructors. And then you have those who have never touched a camera before in their life, and they're going to learn everything there. So it's a safe area for you guys to learn and not be scared if you don't know already before you get there. We'll be teaching you everything you need to know. And then you guys will, she had an email, she didn't notice, but you guys will need to be taking a TOEFL test. We had an agreement, but that agreement has changed. So I could email you as well, as long as you guys clearly wrote all your information. We could email you the information of the scholarships, the TOEFL scores that are needed, depending on which program you're doing, and everything else with that. Okay?
Okay.
And guys, there's chocolate up there if you guys want to take some. Thank you guys so much. You guys are great. Yeah.